that already. This is the theme song to my show on Insomnia Radio. Now everybody just sit back, relax, cause it's starting in a second. See, I told you.
That's right. It is Insomnia Radio. Insomnia Radio. I keep saying Insomnia Radio Detroit because I'm from Insomnia Radio Detroit. This is Les from Insomnia Radio Detroit, and next to me on the video is
Chris from Canada, host of Insomnia Radio Canada, and shared host of the main show.
correct. And then between us is the little logo over here. If you're watching the video, you have to watch the video though. Is the Jack from? Go ahead.
Insomnia Radio Tulsa.
Or OK Insomnia.
Which we're going to make a real show, right?
No,
Yes.
not Tulsa. I'll do it. I'll do it in Oklahoma, but I will not do it Tulsa. I don't have enough original music coming out of Tulsa to do that.
But you could say it's Insomnia Radio Tulsa and play music from Oklahoma.
Well, if you want to do it that way, we can do it because I spent a lot of time on that logo.
It's a really cool logo. I like what he did with it. As you can see the Tulsa skyline and the what river is that off of? I forgot what the name of the river is there off of Tulsa. What is it?
The Arkansas. Yep.
Arkansas River. Okay. So we're trying to do a 3-coast show here. This is going to be either the greatest thing ever or the worst thing ever. And this is kind of inspired again by Jack's genre whiplash that we talked about in episode 190. So if you weren't listening to that, listen to the big mess of a show that was 190, and you can understand a little bit what's going on here. But in a quick nutshell, Jack, you want to give them a 2-second overview of what that is?
Genre whiplash. It's taking two songs that really do not sound anything close to each other and basically makes you sit there and say, huh? And the caveat here is it has to be from our respective shows. But since when I made this challenge, it was Insomnia Radio Detroit versus, I was going to say Wander Radio, which is where I'm originally from, but which is global. I should have left it at that. Right. But to make it more fair, is that even real? I created Insomnia Radio Tulsa, and the next caveat is that don't play what your area's known for. So Les has to stay away from that grunge rock stuff. I stay away from country and western, and Chris needs to stay away from moose calls.
Moose calls.
Aw, those are fun though. What about beaver?
Do beavers make noise?
Deer?
We could do that.
Canada goose?
I hear those all the time.
So how?
If I had to stay away from anything, it would have to be like Justin Bieber because he's close to my town.
So how are we gonna do this? Each of us have 2 songs apiece, 6 songs total for the show. Should we do like 2 and 2 and 2 from each of us, or should we mix it up? Or
I gotta do 2 from 2 and 2 and 2 because that shows our genre whiplash the best.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Because if you want a winner, that's the way it's got to be done.
So should we do ladies first, or should we go with the oldest first, which would be Jack?
Well, I'm probably the youngest, so
And I'm probably
Beauty
the oldest
before.
too. All right, so we'll go with
Beauty before age.
Yes.
Oh, I suppose.
On the age part.
So
Not really
of the 2 songs, do you want to talk about the 2 songs you have, Chris, or do you want to talk about them after the fact, or should I play them? Which one first?
The first one I sent you the link for.
Okay.
So this would be Canadian record producer Taboo joining forces with Kenya singer Ivana for Pigana.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a collab.
It's a collaboration here. This is probably the only collaboration that we're playing of these 6 songs. Okay.
Yeah, it's another great submission from Eric Alper. He sends me all kinds of amazing stuff to play on my show. And This is a collaboration that I've played neither of them before.
Good.
Oh.
Good. All right, this is Pigiana. Is that how you pronounce it? Pigana.
My best guess, it's not English. So I'm sure we'll get it in the song somewhere at some point in time.
Let's give it a shot. Right here on Insomnia Radio.
Usiseme unanipenda. No, no, haya maneno hayana maana. Ona vile tuumizana. Cheki vile tunazozana. I don't wanna fight with you, no, 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 no. Everybody they waiting there at the door, door, door. Why don't we go a step away, and maybe then we'll be okay? 'Cause I don't wanna fight with you, no, 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 no. Basi get down to the beat. Wajua leo tunalala kwa chini. Go on, get down, basi dance to the beat, beat, beat. Wajua leo tunaenda chini. Go on, get down, basi dance to the beat. Wajua leo tunalala kwa chini. Go on, get down, basi dance to the beat, beat. Wajua leo tunaenda chini. Uchaone ilivyo when you hang out with a bad guy. Mimi nawe si kakio, ina maana tuendani. Tunaifosi jo ijo, toka nje mpaka ndani. Wacha uone ilivyo when you hang out with a bad guy. When I pull up in the back and I know it and they're really scared, but they real can't show it 'cause I know I'm the baddest and I'm real living and I know I'm the baddest, but I be chillin'. So when I pull up in the back and I know it and they're really scared, but they real can't show it 'cause I know I'm the baddest and I be living 'cause I know I'm the baddest and I be chillin'. I don't wanna fight with you, no, 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 no. Everybody they waiting there at the door, door, door. Why don't we go a step away, and maybe then we'll be okay? 'Cause I don't wanna fight with you, no, 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 no. Basi get down to the beat. Wajua leo tunalala kwa chini. Go on, get down, basi dance to the beat, beat, beat. Wajua leo tunaenda chini. Go on, get down, basi dance to the beat. Wajua leo tunalala kwa chini.
And we're back. I was waiting for Chris to start
And
talking
that
about
was
that song.
definitely a bit of a whiplash. Sorry, Chris was editing a little art for when we actually release this on the main show for the feed.
Gotcha. Well, I was looking
Yeah.
to you to take over from that name of that song.
So I'm guessing you guys like track number 2.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was good.
It's Canada's like Canthro
Turn yourself down,
and their
Jack.
track Mark of the Wolf off their new album.
Jack's a little hot. Hang on. Talk about audio whiplash.
Get a little
right
bit of
there.
echo there.
Yep. Okay, that was Mark of the Wolf, you said.
Yes. From a band from out of Ottawa, Ontario. The band's name is Lycanthro, and this is coming off of their new album. And this one came to me through Asher Media, and John from Asher Media Relations is always great about me sending me all kinds of fantastic metal stuff, whether it's Canadian or otherwise for us to use on the main show. This one's Canadian because, the challenge.
Yes, that was good. I like that song. Better than the first one. I like the first one as well, but I like that one a lot better than the first one.
This one was more closer to the stuff I would normally play on the show.
Yeah, that's the stuff that Jack says I play all the time.
Yeah, you do. I listen to the show.
Yes.
Detroit only plays rock, right?
Mostly rock. Mostly. I'm not going to say all.
Well, gee, maybe then I should start next, and you should be last then. Since you said
Tally ho.
since you guys are
Tally
talking
ho.
about my stuff is always being rock.
Prove us wrong.
I'm going to prove you wrong right here. This is Carly Kalura, which I have met personally, and she's a great country singer from Detroit. And the name of the song is called Motor City Meets Music. Music City, right here.
Got the car packed up and the windows down. Sunglasses on, Aldine up loud. Whoa, cruising down Interstate 75. And at this rate, I'll be there in no time. Singing, hey, hey, as I roll into town. The northern girls made a way to the south. From Motown to Music Row. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Hey, y'all, I'm coming in hot. Here I am, ready or not. From Hitsville to Conway Twitty. Motor City meets Music City. Downtown Broadway neon lights. Music in the bar every day and night. Hold up, band sounding good and it's plain to see. I'll never say no to that Tennessee whiskey. Singing, hey, hey, as I roll into town. The northern girls made a way to the south. From Motown to Music Row. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Hey, y'all, I'm coming in hot. Here I am, ready or not. From Hitsville to Conway Twitty. Motor City meets Music City. Stomp, clap, shake your ass. Motor City coming in fast. Stomp, clap, kick up the dust. Detroit, Rock City to Las Vegas. Hey, hey, as I roll into town. The northern girls made a way to the south. From Motown to Music Row. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Hey, y'all, I'm coming in hot. Here I am, ready or not. From Hitsville to Conway Twitty. Motor City meets Music City. Hey, y'all, singing, hey, y'all. I said I'm from Hitsville to Conway Twitty. Motor City meets Music City. Got the car packed up and the windows down. I came to your reunion first with you, then without
That is the band called the Prude Boys. They're out of a small town near Detroit called Hamtramck. Small town of Hamtramck, right not too far out of Detroit. Real small. It's like I've been there actually. That's right, not too far from where Tap Detroit used to be. Those who might know me from Tap Detroit days. That's was right outside of Hamtramck. And they can be found at prudeboys.bandcamp.com. And then Carly Kalura was before that. She's of course from Detroit, but she also has some ties to, as you saw, Memphis. Or excuse me, was that Memphis? Memphis or Nashville? I'm sorry, Nashville. Music City is Nashville. She has some ties down there as well. But she's a great country artist that I've had, and this might be where I might be a kind of a what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead, Les. I'm sorry to break you up there.
Okay, this might be where it might be kind of a gray area because I think her music was on Tap Detroit a long time ago, but I'm not sure if that was on my show at all. So, but CarlyKalura.com.
You're just sneaking in that whole. I'm gonna set the rule, but I'm gonna break it too. Is that how that is? Okay.
Yep. CarlyCollura.
I don't know, Chris. What do you think? Should we allow it since he's breaking his own rule?
I don't know. It's kind of.
Jack, we need you. You're so hot, and I don't mean by the good looks, of course.
I muted him.
Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I should have. Was on me where I can mute him when he's feedbacking like that. We got to figure out what's going on with your computer there.
The joys of audio feedback.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know though. You might be pushing that not played on the show. Now, if you were a host of a completely different show, maybe, but
okay, completely. Well, see, this is the problem I'm running to, and again, Jack has the same problem because he has another podcast called Wander Radio. So that is, I am a host of another podcast called Zaldor's World. So I said it can't be played on Zaldor's World and it can't be played on IR Detroit. So I have two shows that couldn't be played on. So and and not only that is that I did Insomnia, I did Zaldor's World on Tap Detroit, which is. I played tons and tons and tons of music on there. So
makes it challenging.
It does make it challenging. And that was what the Prude Boys that I play. I'd never played them before. I never heard of them before. And they've only had them on Spotify. They have 75 monthly listens. So I don't think I've definitely never played them. Although
definitely new.
Carly Kalura has not had many listens either on Spotify. So both those artists deserve a lot of play because that song I played for you was actually from 2018. She's got a new song that came out last year called "Break My Heart," which is also good. So if you like the Motor City meets Music City, check out her newer single at 2020. Came out in 2020 called "Break My Heart."
Definitely good stuff to check into.
Yeah. So can we let Jack talk again?
I suppose.
Is he gonna talk to us anymore?
He can talk now.
Oh, I like that logo. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I had fun there while we were listening. We'll use that when we post it up on the main page.
He's not muted. Why is he not talking? So okay.
I unblocked him. He now has to unmute himself.
Oh, I see. He has to unmute himself. There we go.
See, I understand how that part of the technology works.
I don't. Old dog, new trick. That's all I got.
He can barely hear you too. The joys of technology.
Move on to Tulsa now, since Les is sitting there breaking his own damn rules.
Yep.
Bending the rules. He's bending the rules.
Bending the rules.
Well, Tap Detroit was actually an online radio station. It did not have an RSS feed.
Well, okay, if you want to get technical, I use some Tap Detroit stuff on my Zaldor's World podcast, though.
Yes, I know. I listen to that show, too.
Yes.
I'm a podcast stalker, if you haven't realized that yet.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
But I'm not hooking up chihuahuas to a dog sled.
All right. So you have the last two songs before we
It's
get
not-
out of here. Not only that, let me before you start talking about these two songs. Not only do you have the last two songs, you have the two longest songs of the 6 that we're playing.
Well, yeah, that's because Tulsa doesn't know how to quit.
Because one of your songs is like 20 minutes longer than Lycanthro, 20 seconds longer. I'm sorry, 20 seconds longer, not 20 minutes. And then the other song is 30 seconds longer than that one. So I wish I had like a little bumper to put between the two of them, but I don't have an IR. I could put one of the Detroit ones. Sometime, Chris, you need to send me some Insomnia Radio bumpers.
Yeah, Chris.
The IR Detroit show.
No, for this show.
Oh, we're gonna do bumpers for our genre challenges.
Oh no, good
Sure,
point.
what?
We could do one right now. We could edit it
That
out.
sounds like work. I'm here for fun.
All right, so let's hear the fun of Insomnia Radio Tulsa then.
All right, Insomnia Radio. My first track is by Freak Juice called Hypocrite. They're out of Tulsa. In fact, the drummer of the group actually works with me at my day job. So that's where we're going to start off. And then after that will be Panda Resistance. They are no longer together, and we'll talk about them afterwards.
All right, so here's Hypocrite by Freak Juice.
Lord have mercy. What the bumper clock? Lord have mercy. Poop, poop, poop. Hypocrite. Come follow me. Causing chaos in the street, just to prove he ain't a fake. You see the lies and deceit through the evil on his face. Only cares about one race, himself the only cause. Watch his family get richer while he sets us up the fall. For the essays he building walls, the Muslims got a ban. Yet we know his brain too small to hatch this clever plan. It was made by billionaires hiding behind white sheets. They know they can't win, so they try to help him cheat.
The orange monster is on the loose with the vice of rhetoric and his rhetorical news. You can stand with this monster and all is wrong, but judgment day is coming and it won't be long. And who do you think you're fooling? Nobody. Who do you think you're fooling? Nobody. Make room for the hypocrite. He must be driving his whole see it light. Such a miracle of hypocrite. He wants to hold you and control you to the grave.
He's a White House menace, a snake in wolf's clothing. Him and his partner Pence got the whole country folding. He claims to be the chosen, but not by me. A tyrant who's been emboldened by the GOP.
More golf and vacation than the previous resident. Lying and colluding with the foreign governments. We must resist no matter what the lie. But they don't know we go high. And who do you think you're fooling? Nobody. And who do you think you're fooling? Nobody.
Temptation sing.
Make room for the hypocrite. They have been driving in his whole see it high. Such a lying ass hypocrite. He wants to own you and control you to the day of time. Word of a hypocrite. They have been driving in his whole see it high. Such a miracle of hypocrite. He wants to own you and control you to the day of time.
I'm so sick of all the hatred and tired of the lies. The politicians on the hill are just devils in disguise. So why we act surprised when we always had the proof, yet we choose to ignore what we know to be the truth. What's about they do? Why can't we save my baby? Situation getting fucking crazy. These Christians killing Muslims, Islamists killing Jews. We watch this war play out on the streets and in the news. revolution, a solution. Make room for the hypocrite. Temptation's free. When he's drowning in his own lost sea of lies, such a mirror, not a hypocrite. He was the only one controlling to the daily tide. Beware of the hypocrite. He might be drowning in his own
The Panda Resistance. Yeah, the Panda Resistance. Right here on Insomnia Radio 191. Go ahead, Jack. You can talk.
So yes, Panda Resistance. It was a nice little instrumental, as you say, short.
Yeah.
Well, it's not classical. I tried to get something from the Tulsa Philharmonic, but that didn't work out. Unfortunately, Panda Resistance, as far as I could tell, is no longer together. They were releasing stuff on Horton Records, which is here out of Tulsa. And they've got more than a few things available through that website there at Horton Records. Freak Juice is been named by NPR as one of the 17 emerging musicians to watch in 2020, which means that their careers are now in the toilet.
Well, it sounded good.
But yeah, nice little funky track.
Yeah.
Moving. And to see now, if you had paired that up with what I played last time with Roses and Gin, I had you beat anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was it was quite a whiplash there. I agree. You know, kind of from an instrumental to I don't know what you want to call the first one. It's kind of like a funky reggae, something like that. Kind of what I played last show on episode 190. I played some reggae-ish from Detroit. Chris, you there?
I am. I'm listening.
Okay, you don't have any comments
Yeah, when
at
you-
all?
my brain is trying to process because the sound was going in and out for me, so I couldn't get a clear picture of the music. So I'm gonna have to listen to it again to do the is there really enough of a difference there? But I don't think it's my opinion and judge of the songs that should count. I think it should be the people that are listening.
Agreed. I think we should get the listeners to tell us which they thought that was the winner. I mean, between the three of us, we had two great tracks from each of us, and it's hard to pick a winner. And not to mention we're all biased, so
We're all a little biased. We think ours are the best, but you know,
yes. So
it happens.
We need to maybe put either comments or join the Telegram group. We don't have an Insomnia Radio Telegram group though, but
There's not a main show, but we could definitely start one. That
Yes.
is not a problem.
yes, we could do that.
And then I'm sure if we share it in all the different Telegram groups we're in, I can post it up on the Facebook, and people can share their opinions there. And maybe we can do this again
And
and let
shout out-
people
shout
know
out-
who
sh-
the
a shout-
people thought were the winners.
Exactly. A shout out to George, who was in the chat room and YouTube. I jumped on YouTube and saw George was in there. So George was listening to us from live on YouTube, from my YouTube channel, Zaldor's World YouTube channel. So with
That we've hijacked.
that we hijacked. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and apparently Fat Freddy's listening in somewhere too. So
Oh, cool. And I had a little technical difficulties on the video. I was messing with something to I was going to try to put your logo that you put in Telegram for us. I was going to put that at the close of this, but when I did that, I reset everything, so I had to redo the Spotify stuff and your Telegram video for your chat and all that stuff. So I still can do it, but everybody's going to see it beforehand, so I can do the close. But
Yeah.
it's really
I'm
cool.
sending you another option in our private Telegram chat there with a slightly different option.
I like the one you did though.
Well, this is very similar. I tweaked it a little because Canva and I are buddies, and I like playing in Canva and doing logos and changing things up. And I'm sure if anybody follows Insomnia Radio on our Instagram page, I do up one of these every week with all the band names on it,
Okay.
so they can watch.
Cool.
I'll do one for this show that talks about all the bands and the. I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll figure something out
Figure
because
something
I'm smart like that.
Yep. And unfortunately, Jack's computer rebooted itself during that after last song, so he had to sign out.
Jack just needs a new computer.
I think you're right. We need to start a fund to get him a new computer, at least a newer computer. It doesn't have to be a brand new computer, but it's something.
Well, if he wants to pay shipping, I'll send him a gently used computer that would probably still work.
Yeah, I could probably do that too. I've got a couple that I could probably send out to him. We could send him all of ours. They can just put them all together. You can have like a big Frankenstein computer.
He could have fun with that.
Yeah,
Definitely could
yeah.
have fun.
Might have to work out something like that. Or if I ever go back down to Tulsa again, I can bring it to him. But if I don't come down between now, I will definitely going there next year because my 35th anniversary for my high school is going to be next year. So,
Gotta go back home.
well, it's at least in my high school. I wasn't home there. My home was in Michigan, in Detroit. So, I was born and raised.
See, that would
in
be closer
Detroit.
to me.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
That's right. It is. Just have to cross that border, though.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'll stay up here in Canada where it's safe.
Right. This has been a fun show. I apologize for Jack for skipping out on us. Maybe his wasn't good enough, so he had to
Ooh.
leave.
He's back.
Oh, did he make it back?
Yeah, I just saw him boop into the voice chat.
When you take that string, the square knot in it, it's just about as good.
You can barely hear him, but he's there.
Well, you guys were complaining about all the feedback.
There you
earlier,
go.
So I turned it down.
Yeah, now I can hear you good.
Now you can hear me good. No, it's
Yes.
probably too much.
No,
So,
it's fine.
anyway.
Don't change a thing. Don't change a thing. It sounds good. You got in here just
I
in
promise
time.
we weren't saying nasty things about you behind your back.
You got here just in time.
Yeah, okay. So have we explained how we're going to determine winners yet?
Yep. We're going to start a Insomnia Radio main show Telegram chat group. We're going to pop a poll up in there and invite people to come and give their opinions there. And we're going to take feedback and let them decide.
I think that's an excellent way to do it.
Yep, I agree
See,
with that.
it's fair. We let the people decide.
George,
Yep.
George in the YouTube chat room says he liked the last tune, but again, I'm ancient.
George, love you, man.
I know, I'm the baby in the group. It's fine. I'll be the youngin'.
So I don't whenever I end the show, I don't like to end with just the outro. Well, we could do that. Chris, you don't do that. I don't do that. I don't think Jack does that either. So we have to find.
No, I usually play a last track, and then Devin, who used to be in a band I've played a lot called Copyright Leader, did me a little outro.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
I'll do
I've been
that.
using that a lot.
I'll do that as well, but I want to do a last track. So maybe we should do the one that's. No, I'll be partial here. We should give it to Jack because you and I have been doing podcasting and Insomnia Radio the longest, I guess you could say, because he's the newbie of the Insomnia Radio group. He's not the newbie in podcasting, but he's the newbie in
Just the baby of the shows.
of the shows. So
Okay.
Because we're gonna make it real. He's really gonna have to do this now, even
Yes.
if it's only like a monthly show.
or worse, like less of the show.
Even a monthly show would be more active than most of the defunct. Oh, I'm gonna do a show eventually, people.
Right.
That's right. I'm calling them out again. I got Les back. Now let's get somebody else back.
Right. Exactly. I need to get
You know,
back
come
in.
on. Like how many shows did we have? Like, we had Australia, we had Southern California, we had Rio, we had the UK, we had the Daily Dose,
San
New
Francisco.
Zealand,
New
San
Zealand.
Portugal.
See,
Brazil. I'm really showing my age now.
San Francisco.
the cups in the logo don't cover all of them.
Nope.
No.
Not
It
even
was,
close.
at one time, I believe there was very close to 20 different shows.
Here, I'll be sneaky. I'll do it
Might
this way.
Monkey Behind or Mikey Live and so
Edit.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm logged into the back end of the web
You
pages.
can see
I
from
can
there,
tell you
exactly.
how many
You can
they were
look- you
set
can look
up.
that way. Yeah.
They were probably set up back in, when we were doing the feeds by hand.
Yep.
Probably. So, New
Yep.
Zealand, IR Rock, IR UK, Daily Dose, main show, specialty shows, Australia, Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit,
Oh.
Enhanced, Florida, New Music, New York, Open Line, Orlando, Portugal, Portugal Metal, San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, Southern California, Turkey in English, and Turkey in Yiddish.
Yep.
Is it Yiddish? No, it's not Yiddish. Something. Turkey, something. It's in brackets, whatever the
Turkish.
language is there.
Turkish.
Live and acoustic, live in the lounge. Mikey Dread at the controls.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh,
that
yeah.
show.
Mixtapes.
Yeah. Oh, the mixtapes were good too.
TBMYNH.
Don't know that one. I don't remember
Yeah,
it anymore.
so there are a lot
Yes,
that
there
are
were a
not
lot.
active.
We
And
can-
Stuart keeps saying he's going to come back and do an IR UK show, but I've hit the I'll believe it when I see it.
yeah, me too. Me too.
He's probably too busy doing the pub crawls.
Wouldn't you be in,
Mm.
in UK? Well, maybe not right now. Not in UK, definitely not in UK, but maybe in
Like,
other-
how far back do we have to go to see something that's not main show Detroit or Canada?
That's a good question. That
Oh.
that should be like a trivia question. When was and not the Daily Dose?
Mm-mm.
So
See, Daily Dose has been offline for 3 years, I think.
so other than the those 4 shows, what's the furthest back?
It's a good trivia question. Do you know the answer?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna actually have to go. I have to go look at the page to find out.
You don't even know the answer either. I thought maybe you might have known it by heart.
No, I know
Oh.
it's more than 3 years though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Probably
and I think it
5.
was a Daily Dose was the last one. That's outside
Should go
of the
back
one.
before that.
Yeah.
Is
And
Factory
the
for that?
Daily Dose was Stuart and I think Roe was helping out with those.
Yes.
So Roe from Dark Compass.
Yep.
That is not the web page I wanted, Google.
Fine.
So while
Sure.
while waiting for Chris, since Jack, you get the last song. What song do you want to play from your playlist you sent me? That you
Okay.
haven't played yet.
All right. Since this is not part of the
No, it's-
competition,
it's not part of the competition.
all right. Let's go with Weston Horn and the Hush.
Oh, again.
Dying for.
So again, you're going off the script.
Hey, you put me off the script, but get over it.
WSTON or EN?
O-N.
Okay, got it. Western Horn. and the Hush.
Weston
Okay.
Horn,
What song?
Horn and the Hush.
Yep. What song?
Who I call my Tulsa Blues Brothers, actually.
So what song by them?
I'm sorry I couldn't hear you.
Which one? Which song?
Dying for a Living. It's on their second album.
Dying for a Living. Volume 2, Don't Give Up. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll add it to the Insomnia Radio 191 podcast playlist. And
There you
we'll play it as soon as we find out from Chris as to what the answer is here.
Well, I'm having fun because you know how defunct the web page is, and we're trying to
Oh,
fix that.
Mm-hmm.
I do have an IR number 167 airing on Sunday, December the 18th, 2016.
Wow.
So Let's see if there's anything after that.
No regionals. Wow.
Oh, IR 170 UK.
Okay.
And that was
Okay, well, that's-
in January 30th, 2017.
17. Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
4 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm showing the last daily dose as April 25th, 2018.
2018.
Yeah, that would be right. Okay, I have an IR UK 171, February the 11th, 2017.
Hmm.
February. Oh,
That's a
there
good-
is one in March. There's one in March of 2017. Is there anything in April? There was in April. May 2017. 171 in May of 2017. June 2017 also had a single. Oh no, it had 2 episodes. July. So it looks like 2017 was the last year for,
Wow.
Wow.
yeah.
Sounds about right. Pretty crazy. We need to make
Yeah,
it happen
because-
where it's not so long ago.
August 2017 had a single. September 2017 had a single.
It's definitely time to apply some CPR and possibly break
And
out
that's
the
it.
That's right.
So from the looks of it, IR UK episode 185 was the last one for IR UK.
So IR UK was the
Monday
last
the 25th
regional?
of September.
Wow. Hey, Stuart did a Halloween show. Let's see the date. It was on the main show though.
Mm-hmm.
2017.
Mm-hmm. That was the end of it. Like those seem to be the,
Yeah.
and if like even if I go back into like I'm in where to have a hard to go back. We go back to like say August of 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, SoCal, Chicago, Orlando, Chicago, San Francisco, New Zealand,
2007.
SoCal, San Francisco, Detroit.
2007. That's when everything started with going
Yep.
downhill. 2007. I agree. 2008 was pretty much non-existent for any kind of regional shows for most of them, anyways, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we can make it
Um,
happen where we get more than just the 3 of us as regional shows. Tulsa, Oklahoma. We should call it
Yeah,
Insomnia Radio Tulsa, Oklahoma. That way it could be Tulsa, Oklahoma. Insomnia Radio Detroit, Insomnia Radio Canada. And then if you're listening to this and you've enjoyed what you've listened to and you want to do an Insomnia Radio regional show, drop us a note. Drop us an email. Join the Telegram, which we'll put on the show notes for this show. The Telegram for each of our shows. Well, there's not one for Insomnia Radio Tulsa, Oklahoma yet, but there is one for Insomnia Radio Detroit. There's one for Insomnia Radio Canada, and there will be one for Insomnia Radio proper, which is what this is from.
well, I almost want to play my Pod People remix I've done before.
For another day, sir. Another day.
Yeah, for another day. For another day.
All right. So again, this is a band we're playing two shows in a row. Weston Horn and the Hush. They were played in the last episode, 190. But since we're partial to the newbie of the Insomnia Radio Network, Mr. Jack, we'll let him get the last song.
You put me on the spot.
I know.
That's what you get.
I know. That's okay. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging in on this long episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Anything you want to say, Chris, before we end the show?
Looking forward to seeing people's opinions of the tracks we played and or feedback on the tracks, whether or not it be just the yes, you had the best Whiplash, or hey, I really like this tune, play more of this on your show. That would be great feedback, because I know as a host I never get enough feedback. Jack's been filling that void quite nicely lately.
Yep.
So yeah, send us some feedback once you get into our Telegram group for the podcast challenge, which we'll throw in the main chat when we get that all set up.
Probably real soon.
Very soon. I could do it in like 5 minutes.
Yep. Of course, InsomniaRadio.net is where you can find all these shows. Well, not the Oklahoma one, but soon that'll be happening. And then you can get us all the information for this episode and last episode. All the links for these bands will be there, as well as the Spotify playlist, which I'll share as well. Thanks, guys, for listening. This is Western Horn in the Hush. Anything you want to say about them, Jack, before I play them?
This was their small desk entry for NPR's music contest back in 2019. As far as I know, it did not win. And it is found on their second album, this was their first release off that album. Go get it, because you'll enjoy it, especially if you like Blues Brothers type of music.
Very cool. All right, Dying for the Living, right here. Insomnia Radio 191.
I got a life, I don't know if it's worth living. 'Cause I got a gift, I don't know if it's worth giving. You got all your puzzle pieces for your American dream. Despite my wishing, I think I'm missing more than just one piece. 'Cause I love love and you love pain. I love the sun and you love the rain. I love taking, you ain't giving. Feel like I'm dying for a living. 'Cause of you're making me blue, blue, blue. With your bright red hair and your bright red lips, short black dress and those fingertips I love. Come on, say yeah. Everyone says our love is like a fairy tale. A more apt analogy is a toxic oil spill. Every single person wants what's on the other side. I'm sorry, pretty baby, I gotta make it out alive. 'Cause I love love and you love pain. I love the sun and you love the rain. I love taking, you ain't giving. Feel like I'm dying for a living. 'Cause of you're making me blue, blue, blue. With your bright red hair and your bright red lips, short black dress and those fingertips I love. 'Cause I'm in love, when you're deep. 'Cause I'm in love, baby, please. Come on, baby, let's go. Let's bring it down, boys. Oh, your laziness and oh, how you make me pissed and 'cause you're so vindictive. Everything that makes me sick. Oh, 'cause I love love and you love pain. I love the sun and you love the rain. I love taking, you ain't giving. Feel like I'm dying for a living. 'Cause of you're making me blue, blue, blue. I say you're making me blue, blue, blue. I say you're making me blue, blue, blue. I say you're making me blue, blue, blue. 'Cause I'm in love, way down deep. 'Cause I'm in love, baby, please. 'Cause I'm in love, way down deep, girl. 'Cause I'm in love, baby, please.
Until next time, stay safe, everyone, and remember what Count Rugen said, if you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything. So listen to Tyrone and mask it up, Buttercup.